Hello everyone, welcome back, and today we are going to be hunting LITWICK. So I actually don't have a LITWICK outbreak. I'm trying to get back to used to not needing to rely on the crutch that is outbreaks for my shiny hunts. So we're going to be going just, sandwich just for LITWICK right now. Well, not just LITWICK. There is also a Slugma that appears also around here. And we need Slugma, we need Macargo, and we need the entire LITWICK family. But LITWICK is priority right now. LITWICK is a priority Pokemon. Hello, Mudkip. You told me to wait for you in Salmon Run, and you didn't show up after like over an hour. I was waiting. And just before the stream started, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go do the Salmon Run thing. And we went and just absolutely just destroyed a restaurant. Didn't get any gold scales. It was 11 bronze and 2 silver. I've been busy. You said that you would be busy after 3, not at 2. You sent me like, oh yeah, my iPhone. I have no idea what that is. Walk like any fish, man. Nice, Blurb. Very nice. But yes, now we are looking for both Slugma and LITWICK. So, let's get going. I know what shiny Slugma looks like. It's, gray and basically, cooled magma. And we are also going to be looking for shiny LITWICK. We need both of them. And yes, there's also you are appearing here, but you cannot be shiny affected because we've already hunted you, and you're also you. But yes, we're going for the shiny. Blorb is a rabbit now. Apparently, Blorb is a rabbit now. It would seem Blorb is indeed a rabbit. I'm glad you don't get. It's daytime right now. No, it's still technically night. I'm glad you don't get Houndour spawns around here. Because that was kind of one of my worries, was that I'd have to do a Fire-type sandwich and I get spawn interference from the Houndour family, but Houndour doesn't seem to spawn this far up Infernal Pass, or Infernal Pass, I think is what this place is called? Waterhead, Infernal... What's it called? Infernal Pass, yes, I knew it was Infernal Pass. Yeah, it doesn't spawn this far up Infernal Pass, so we're good on that front. But yes, we are looking for LITWICK, and we're looking for Slugma. I'm not doing a Ghost Sandwich, because one, we don't have enough time left for a Ghost-type sandwich, because it would be going over to daytime, but also get spawn interference from Dusko, so we need to hunt fire anyway for Slugma, so we might as well just go with a Fire-type sandwich, that way even into the daytime we can still use that. But yes, we're going to be dealing it that way, and now it is past the daytime, so now it seems we're going to be exclusively getting Slugma. Net and chat, I asked. Alright, so let's see. Shiny LITWICK, and the flame is red, right? LITWICK. Wait. I'm fairly certain. You don't get Memento, right, LITWICK? Oh no, it's blue. Oh, it's bright blue. Right, the eye's also green. Right. Okay, so you do get Memento at this point. Okay. Well, then again, you don't have them. You're not going to be appearing right now, so we don't need to deal with it. Rehydrate. Alright, light goal. Thank you very much, Mohammed. Thumbs up. Like goal. That was indeed a very good egg game. Like goal. Let's get to 18. Thumbs up. Go. Whole cup of sink water. Indeed. Sink water required. Yeah, so you don't have... Huh. You know, there's a magic card here. But yeah, so right now our goal is Slugma and Litwick. However, we cannot get Litwick at the moment because it's a nighttime exclusive spawn. Which makes sense, but it's slightly annoying. However, we are still going for the mag... Oh yeah, right, you appear during the day because you're a static spawn. But we are looking for Mag Car Go Fast. That car do indeed go fast. I don't know. So, actually, you know what? Poll. Poll. Did you think Slugma... Did you... There we go. Because I legitimately, I used to think Slugma and Macargo were Gen 3 Pokemon. That and Skarmory, I was like, oh yeah, Skarmory, Slugma, Macargo, they're Gen 3 Pokemon. I never realized until I think it was a good couple years ago that I learned they actually weren't Gen 3 Pokemon. Thank you very much, Rave. Thank you very much for the lyrics. Sorry, I'm not fully caught up on chat yet. Thank you very much. Shiny Advance. We finally broke the cursed shinies. We finally broke the curse, so we're back to actually being able to get shinies again. But we have not got any shinies in the intervening time since we got the Centric yesterday. That is why what we're doing right now is we're going for Slugma. We are trying to not need to rely on outbreaks, because I feel we've gotten a bit too complacent with outbreaks. We're not as used to, you know, our edge of shiny hunting sandwiches without outbreaks has gotten a bit dull. So, we need to go without some outbreaks. We're going without breaks, I guess you could say. So we're just going, you know, no outbreaks, because none of my outbreaks today are actually any good. So, we're just going full natural shiny hunting with no sandwich. Well, with sandwich with no outbreaks. For Slugma. Whatever. Anyone who's Slugma don't you, but didn't know Skarmory. Yeah, Skarmory is a Gen 2 Pokemon. I always used to think it was Gen 3. Because it's, like, Steven leads with Skarmory. He's like, oh yeah, like, Skarmory, Steven, Gen 3, obviously. It's like, no. It's one of the, it threw me off so much. And it wasn't until, again, it was a few years ago, but, you know, a few years ago is still relatively recent, all things considered. I learned it wasn't, because I think I've mentioned this before, but I got into Pokemon during Gen 4. Gen 5 is really the first gen that I knew distinct on its own. So for me, for a long time, and even, you know, still to a pretty strong degree today, everything from Gen 1 up through and including Gen 4, I just kind of lump together as it's one thing. You know, I don't really see Kanto, Johto, Hoenn, and Sinnoh. I just see all that was there when I joined, and all that came after. You know, well, I mean, all the generations afterwards I see as, you know, I'm able to see separately and distinctly, but it's just for the first 4, I basically just see them as one giant thing. So I know a few people who are like that with, like, similar things. Like, I know some people who think of Sudowoodo as being, like, Sudowoodo, Togetic, Togepi, and stuff like that as being, like, more Gen 4 Pokemon than Gen 2 because of evolution, something like that. But yeah. It's a little personal Maxis anecdote about Pokemon. But we need to go look for Slugma. Slugma is one of the ones that it used to I actually really used to like Macargo. It used to be high up on my favorites list just because it amused me. Which again, I will forever repeat. Oh, you're a static Litwick. That's why you're still there. I guess what they did is they have at least one static of the annoying day-night exclusive spawn so people can get them in the decks. Which makes sense. I mean, it's a good system to have, but, I mean, again, the day-night system is kind of annoying and intrusive anyway. I guess maybe the best way would have been if they naturally only appear during day and night. However, if you're doing a certain sandwich power, then it, like, forces them to spawn during the opposite time. I guess that maybe would have been the better system. But I guess they want people to not just, you know... It makes sense, but it's still not a good system. I guess. If you can't tell, I don't like the day-night system. Hi, Kayla. Hello, Price. Oh, no, not fire debris. I'm not spoon-fed, Ash. I am not spoon-fed. If I was, we'd have these shinies already. And also, can one of the mods do exclamation point Ash? Again, send some love over to our good friend Ash. Huh. I guess I know we're going to be hunting Lotad. It seems Lotad. Well, then again, we can get Lotad in other places. It's a tad low. And indeed, Mudkip, you can fit 2 grubbin on a Lotad. Yeah. No, Slugma's not a shoe yet. Slugma has not gone to the point of being a shoe. This is our first time actually hunting it. Shoes only become shoes after significant extended shiny hunts where they do not appear and they go heavily over odds. So Slugma, far from being a shoe. Shiny Snubble. Welcome in, Shiny Snubble. How are you doing? You are not my favorite shiny Pokemon. That's Gigalith. But welcome in. And again, guys, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. Also, is that you, Rosie? Well, then again, I guess there's an easy way to check. So, guys, if you don't remember, Rosie used to think the Growlithe was a cat. Just remember, everyone used to think, Rosie used to think that Growlithe was a cat. You didn't know that Azumarill wasn't a duck. Enjoying... Commander Stars, how are you enjoying the, Hello there, Commander Stars. Welcome in. That is a top-tier name. I mean, I'm a big fan of Unova. We've done 2 entire Let's Plays in the Unova region, Commander Stars. Have you seen our Black and White or Black and White 2 Let's Play series? But I love Unova. Form of Rosie's not a good guys. I do get a few that's Skarmory. Yeah, I know. Skarmory is one that I know some people either like get tripped up or not because again, it's such a remote Pokemon in the Johto games. Well, how to spell Rosie? Spell Rosie right first try. Gotcha, Rosie. Ah, you took the bait. Hook, line, and sinker. Welcome in, Rosie. Add a comment. Hello there, my Jojo. The greatest thing in the world. Jojo. Yeah, that... Ash, anytime you're going to add any commands, just let me know when you're going to add them in DMs so I can restrict them to mods. Because that's kind of the issue we have with Spoonfed, with Forehead, and Deerling, is that people just spam them. So that way we don't have just, like, the thing being flooded with the Nightbot spam thing. And I know, like, the timer thing, we can do the cooldown for it. However, it still wouldn't stop people from spamming it. So. In fact, again, show me how to do that on it. You can only have to do it on the website. You can't do it from like the chat, but I can show you how to do that after. The aura soap. No, there's no soap. Wait, Rosie's well, see, here's the thing, Rosie, Shiny Snubble. Impersonating someone else is a bannable offense. So, you know what to do, Ash and Mudkip. You know exactly what to do with the gremlin. The thing is, you spelled Rosie correct first try. That is a little suspicious, Shiny Snubble. That is a little suspicious. Wait, Rosie wants to spoon feed Meta? Ash? Remember, you might be a managing mod, but I can still time you out. I still have the power to time you out, Ash. We have the timeout power, Ash. I can also potentially promote Edkip. I'll need to go rewatch the footage, Ash, on that. I'll need to go and check. Just enjoying the convention. Welcome in, Casual. How are you doing? I enjoy Pikmin 4. I enjoyed it. That was fun. I need to get back to recording it and Kirby. Because I still need to do... Well, I mean, I don't need to record Kirby. I don't need to record Pikmin 4 as much as I do need to record Kirby again. So that's probably going to be a project tonight or tomorrow when I have to get around to doing that. But also, tonight, week 4 of the Elite Battle League is going to be going up on my channel. Great plays this week. Greninja is probably fine. Hello there, Greninja. Welcome in here. Welcome in. Hope you are doing well. And again, guys, if you haven't done so, please don't forget to leave a like and a subscribe. We actually finished shiny hunting the Greninja family a few weeks ago. 5.5 times shiny odds for one of the Froakie. That was our longest Masuda hunt we've ever had. Yeah. And I thought that the shiny Gigalith hunt was going to have been the longest. And then in comes Froakie, no. Over almost 3,000 eggs. Not fun, but we finally got it. And then the final Froakie just popped out of the eggs, I think, what was like 77 eggs after we got the next one. It was like... That's funny. Even though we got... First 2 of them were... double odds, well, over double odds, and then 5.5 times odds, and then the other was 77. So even then, cumulatively, it was still over 3 times odds per egg. That is by far our worst shiny hunt for Masuda hunt. Where's Jared? Wait, did Jared do a thing? I'm doing good. Go start that hunt. Nice. Yeah, sometimes shiny hunts can take a while. Sometimes they go by fast. The best example, we were shiny hunting Rayquaza in Dynamax Adventures back in Sword and Shield. Got Rayquaza in 14 Dynamax Adventures. Was hunting for Ho-Oh. Nearly 700 Dynamax Adventures to finally get that thing shiny. Over a year and a half of hunting, and then we got it. Hello, Deerling. Thank you for the lurk. Shiny to Deerling. Yeah, 13. I never had to shiny hunt Deerling, Ash. We got Deerling randomly while hunting literally everything else. Yes, exactly, Casual. They were the fake pair of Air Jordans. Exactly. The fake Air Jordans. That was... See, my worry is, because we're going to be full odds shiny hunting Lugia back in Soul Silver soon, and my big worry is what if Lugia ends up taking nearly as long as that did. However, I think with Lugia it's going to be a little bit less painful of a shiny hunt, because it's just soft resetting. You know, even though it is full odds, 1 in 8,192, it's still not that bad, because it's just turn the game off, turn it back on again. As opposed to Dynamax Adventures, where the big issue of Dynamax Adventures is the mental fatigue. It is, you're battling, you can get crit, and just all the shenanigans that can happen. You can get screwed with the bad pathing. Where this is just, okay, just turn off, turn on again. And then it's just going to be... We're going to try and go for a Luxury Ball Lugia for that shiny. However, I will have the Master Ball on standby. What's your favorite Teal Mask shiny? Is Litwick and Ninetales? Oof. That is a very hard question for me. Mostly Commander Stones, because the way that I have, favorites for shinies, it's very different than most people. My perception of shinies. But probably it would have to be the Chandelure family. Or Vikavolt, which... The funny thing is, actually, Shiny Vikavolt was actually the first shiny we ever did on the channel about 2 years ago when we got our 100 subscriber special. We did a Shiny Vikavolt Suda hunt back in Ultra Moon. Got in literally exactly 30 eggs. That was a heck of a time. Gonna need to get Shiny Vulpix at some point. And again, guys, if you haven't done so, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. You guys have to support all the wonderful stuff and things we do around here. And if you would like to see some battles, we are part of a thing called the Elite Battle League. Battle tonight is going to be going up. And it was a pretty good battle. Which with this battle, the battle is out on another channel, however, it's their side of the fight, not mine. So, the results are already known. We're going into the final week of the standard battle season with 4 wins, 0 losses. If we win next week, we go into the playoffs 5-0, all wins, no losses. Which, considering the playoffs are going to be exclusively rematches against people we have already beaten, I'm liking our odds for winning the whole league. I am very much liking our odds. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be absolutely glorious. Not enough room. Alright. No, not boxes. Stuff and things. Ash, you have stolen my phrase of stuff and things. Do not steal my phrase. Which are real goodwill items. Sounds like a viral goodwill stuff. What? What? You stole 4 from me. Yes! And you also stole several gifts from me. You stole several other phrases from me as well, Ash. Alright? I may have stolen forehead from you, but you've stolen from me as well when it comes to phrases, okay? You've also stolen gifts from me! Forehead gift fee. So, thought last suffer the pain. Suffer the background, paint. Background looks like it was made from MS Paint. That wasn't a shiny. And the reason I know it was a shiny is I look back at what you thought was a shiny. It was not. It was just a rock. The square E thing is... Hello there, Jakey! Can one of the mods go grab Jakey XY's link? How is Jakey XY doing on an absolute roll with his matchup this week? How you doing, buddy? How you doing? How is you doing? That's not a shiny slug mop. That's just the shading on it. More thanks. How you? I'm doing very well, Mr. Jakey. I am doing very well. Right above Nightbot forehead. Interesting. That's not a shiny. Thank you, Caleb. Thank you very much to Caleb. Thank you very much for grabbing the link. Get an Oricorio. Very nice. Which form of Oricorio? See, I did not lie, sir. You are correct, Ash. You did not lie. But you also are a gift thief. The flame one. Oh, nice, the fire type one. That's the one we got. The rocks are gray. I would make a public apology. I am sorry, Ash. Editor. Our dear friend Ash. And again, guys, please do not forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. But how are you doing? I have not touched the DLC yet. Really, Jakey? I've been quite enjoying it. I'm very pleased with the DLC. They've definitely done, like, I was not surprised that they put significantly more focus on, like, making a story and world building than they did with the Isle of Armor and Crown Tundra. Because they even said back when they made, when they first announced the Isle of Armor and Crown Tundra, that it was literally a test just to see if would people actually go for this DLC thing? And okay, it worked. So now they'll put more, like, as bad as this is to say, they were never gonna put the full effort and, you know, muscle of game development behind an idea they didn't think would work. I've dedicated tomorrow to completing it after battling Nate for week 5. Very nice. Interesting. I think you've got a very good shot. I hope to see you, Mr. Jakey XY, in the finals of the EBL. I look forward to that. Like, this entire season has been full of so many shakeups and matches that I did not expect to go the way they did. I'm very happy with that. Meanwhile, just like the simmering salt that is Sly Guy. Sly is just continuously simmering salt. One could call him Salt Guy. But those were some very big brain plays this week by you, Jakey. Those were very good plays. Spoiler, it is DLC. He is the human embodiment of salt. I mean, I recommend watching the match, because it was a great, great match. You did a great job on that, Jakey. Again, I think you have a very legitimate shot at getting into the finals. I hope to see you in the finals. But yeah, it's gonna be a great match. I'll get it a competitive one day. Just remember, Ash, I've always said you learn more by getting your ass kicked in Pokemon than you do from winning. And with how much you have lost Radical Red, you must have a wealth of knowledge, Ash. He also looks like Cajun Mayo. Cajun Mayo? Nah, Sly. Oh, nah, Sly looks like a Nimble. Sly looks like a Nimble. Alright, where is the Slugma? Come on, shiny Slugma. Come on, come out wherever you be. Honestly, it might have been a smarter thing just to hunt Slugma via... not by a Masuda method, but... like, in a different game. What's what we got? Oh, we got a minute left. Okay. We got a chance. We have a slight chance. For what? The other thing is we just shut the game off and turn it back off and turn it back on again. So we just stay there with Mystica. He looks like a neckbeard decided to fast for a year. Nah, not quite that. He's just a boomer. Sly is just the boomer. This angers me. No talk. I angy. Jet. Jet. Numble. Oh yeah, right, Numble exists. I periodically forget Numble and Camerupt are just kind of a thing that exist. I'm going to scream at you in DMs. Don't peek your mic, Ash. I like the spot for Hoot Hoot Shiny Hunting. Yes, we've gotten the Shiny Hoot Hoot family, Axe 109. We have gotten the Hoot Hoot family, or as we like to call it, Hootie. And again, guys, if you haven't done so, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. And more. A video of Weird Al peeking his mic. We're very big fans of Godzilla. We have several Godzilla figures. Anytime we're actually hunting for Duraludon back in Sword and Shield, we actually replace the Godzilla with Kiryu, because this is Mechagodzilla 3, otherwise known as Kiryu. We replace that with, we replace the Godzilla, because this is Godzilla Final Wars, we replace that with Kiryu. And then we switch it back. Godzilla with a steel chair. Chair moment. Hootie. But yeah, we've gotten the Hoo-Hoo family. I have 5 boxes of Froakie eggs, but forgot to use a 4 and Ditto. I want to do those. Honestly, Samurai Sushi, that is a mood and a half right there. I feel you on that. Yeah, see, where is our, where is the Shiny Hoot Hoot? Yes. Yeah, there is our Shiny Hoot Hoot, otherwise known as Hootie, and our Shiny Noctowl. I'm gonna knock out this... Oh wait, is it nighttime or not? No, it is not. Actually, no, it is dusk. So it would count. Okay. So, let's set up our sandwich. And let's get hunting. But, no. We have not... I don't think that they are marked. We have a lot of marked shinies, though. I don't typically hunt exclusively for marked shinies. We're doing a living shiny dex, is why we actually have so many. No, not 2 tomatoes. Onion, green bell pepper, 2 reds. My shiny Volcarona is marked. A few of my shinies, actually, well, a lot of them are marked. But many of the ones that I use for competitive are marked. So, that is good. Which because I'm a fan of competitive. Shiny Valiant has the item finder mark. Nice. Very nice. My Annihilate, my shiny Annihilate, has... it's either Annihilate the Sociable or Annihilate the Joyous. Because 2 of my shiny Mankey were actually marked. One of them was Joyous, one of them was Sociable, and I was like, which one do I want to have as the Annihilate? And I was like, you know what, we'll go with Annihilate the Sociable, because that's just funny. It's a happy annihilate that gets along with everyone. I may have made a mistake. Oh no, James. What was the mistakes that have been made? What? Love finding Vulpix and Litwick shows up because of time. Honestly, Commander Stars, that is a freaking mood right there. Like, we were hunting for, Ducklet. Oh, nope. Just Ducklet goes away when it comes nighttime. You can't hunt Poltergeist during the nighttime because there's so many ghost types. He's like, what? Like, I get why they have the night and daytime spawning Pokemon. I get why it's a thing. I just think it's stupid. I would prefer it doesn't exist. It's a nice atmosphere thing, but in terms of practicality, it is a huge pain in the nads. Yeah, the shiny flame of... Yeah, it's very bright blue. It's a much brighter blue when it's shiny. Yeah, because, like, it's purple normally. If the flame isn't purple, that's probably a shiny. Yeah, so long as there's a purple flame, it's probably not a shiny Litwick. That's why ideally I would like a Litwick Outbreak, but I like that Litwick does, like, technically have, like, little legs, so when it's moving you can see, like, it's stepping. But it's like, it doesn't actually have legs, it's adorable, like, little shuffle waddle. Look at it! Look at this! Look at this little flaming marshmallow. Look at it. It's adorable. I love it. Ash, how can you hate a generation that has something so adorable? I thought you were a Slugma for a second. I'm very sad. I would have liked that. Doggo Slugma. Litwick with big legs, I'm making that. I mean, it's just basically the Litwick with the Bayonetta legs. Hello, Zoga. Alright, I'm doing well. All you gotta do is just Photoshop Litwick with the Bayonetta legs meme. And that's all you gotta do. And that's freaking hilarious. Where's the cave end of the mountaintop where you can go into the caves? Oh. I can actually probably show you that, because we do kind of have to go there anyway, because it is actually still huntable for stuff. But I can show you it. It might take me a bit of a while to get there, but I do think I know what you're talking about. I don't know stuff my ADD doesn't like waiting race. Honestly, same thing here, Ninja. I don't have ADHD, but I have ADD. And what I do when I'm waiting for eggs is I will do, like, exercises in my room, or I will, like, I have videos that I have to edit, scripts I have to work on, and, you know, other assorted things that I can do to occupy my time. Which, I have ways of sort of mitigating the time problem, but I definitely understand there. Also, please get this cursed image out of my head. Yeah, I know where you mean. I'm not gonna be hunting Feebas just yet. I have a special hunt planned for Feebas. But it is around here. It's around about. I'm pretty sure it's around here. I'm like 90% sure. Like 95% sure. Oh, Glamora. Where is it? Where the frick are you? I know there's a cave around here. I'm like 90% sure there's a freaking cave here. Get. No. Get. Where's the shiny? Okay. Where the freak is the cave? I'm like 90% sure there's a freaking cave here. There's no way. I mean, I know I'm frequently oblivious, but there is no way I missed the cave. Huh. There's no way I missed it. I know I'm oblivious, but I'm not that oblivious. There's no way I missed it. Where the freak is the cave? I know I've found it before. I know I've been here before. I mean, again, my obliviousness is powerful. You're talking to the guy that missed a shiny Satotl. But it's not that powerful. I've learned to curb it. Alright, where is it? What's the difference? It's under the hill. Well, what do you mean, what's the difference, Jakey? Oh! There it is! Thank you! Wait, can I cannot climb this wall? Wait. You straight up just can't climb? No, you can. You know, yeah, you can climb it. Why was it not letting me grab on? That's lame. Can I fly out of here? There we go. Oh, ADHD and ADD. Okay. ADD is just attention deficit disorder. ADHD is attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. So it's like, one of them is just you have problems focusing, and problems like it's attention span and focusing problems. The other is like you're hyperactive in addition to having the focusing problems. You know, I have ADD. My brother has ADHD. So I am slightly acquainted with both of them. Which, like, some would, like, it's a problem, definitely. I've had ADM, yeah. I mean, I feel everyone to a degree has something like ADD and ADHD, because it's, you know, attention span things. But it's just, like, some people have a significantly more pronounced problem with, like, mine is... I can sort of keep mine under control. Like, I mean, I do take medication for my ADD. But I can... Without the medication, I can sort of, like, force myself to be, you know, more under control with it. Now, it exhausts me mentally doing that. And it's, you know, not the easiest thing in the world, but I can do it. But, like, with ADHD, it's much, much harder for people to do that because it's a hyperactivity thing in addition to the attention. Yeah, it's there's a little idiosyncrasies with it. But yeah, they found the cave. Again, I am frequently oblivious. I am incredibly oblivious. But we found it. Ladies and gentlemen, we found it. Stop trolling me, Chimecho. I thought you were a shiny Slugma for a second. You little wavy thing. Go back to Phantom Bass. No one other than Phantom Bass wants you. Even though we already have the entire shiny family of Chimecho. Well, technically we have 2 shiny Chingling, but that has checked off the entire Chimecho family. Oh no, you're shiny. Not shiny. You're flaming purple. Like, if I could get a shiny Litwick before the EVL starts, the final week starts, that would be freaking chef's kiss. I would love to do my EVL battle with a full shiny team. I guess we should... Hey, welcome into the Discord, Greninja. Happy to have you. Happy to have you in the Discord for all kinds of nonsense and stuff and things. Yeah, it's like for notifying when we go live and stuff like that, and sometimes when I run out of ideas for games to play, I will, like, crowdsource. Like, I will ask people, like, you know, what's a game, you know, suggestions for games to play? And I basically, like, just make note of them for future stuff. No, not Litwick shiny. Yeah, hopefully, someday we get a Litwick outbreak around here. That'll be fun. Because we do know for a fact that even day and night exclusive spawns, they can outbreak. However, the outbreak no longer spawns during the opposite spawn time. So, like, if you have an outbreak of a nighttime Pokemon, it will only have the Pokemon appearing during the night. It won't be appearing during the day. We had a Ghastly outbreak that was like that. So we have experience with that. But it's we can still fill that time with Masuda hunting. Hello there, Omar. How are you doing? I'm right. I believe it because no, it's shiny. Is the flame is much more blue. It is Lampent, where it's orange. Well, it's more purple on Lampent. And Chandelure is it's orange. You look a little brighter. No, it's not. Yeah, it's the flame actually goes from like bright blue to like reddish purple to orange as it goes through the evolutions. It changes. Remember, Litwick and Chandelure were back in the days when a shiny was not determined by someone deliberately designing the shiny. It was created by the color palette algorithm, where it was just a computer. Which, in my opinion, is the ideal way of making shinies. I preferred when shinies were made by just an algorithm. How you doing, Omar? How you doing? Oh, we may have a closer look at Litwick. Well, if I may have overlooked many actions, it's Ash's fault. Some shinies legit cannot tell what they do. The design they didn't hand. I mean, some shinies you legit cannot tell me. No, a lot of them were just happy accidents. Remember, it's a color palette algorithm. It's just color value increased by 1. Is how they handle them. It's from Generation 6 onward is when they started to hand design them. Well, there are some that are hand designed in Generation 7 on, from Generation 6 onwards. I think for some of them, they still just use the color palette algorithm, because, like, they just can't be bothered to design them for everyone. But yes, for the older Pokemon, everything Gen 1 to 5, those were actually decided by the algorithm. Which is, like, I like that. That's one of the reasons why, like, Shiny Charizard and Shiny Rayquaza, like, I don't really care for Shiny Rayquaza, but I will say, like, that is objectively a very nice-looking shiny, because it was just a complete accident. Given to, you mean? Gen 1 didn't have shinies, but could do become shinies were determined by basically IVs back in Generation 2. That's how it is Pokemon from Gen 1 can become shinies. It's specifically because of DVs, which was the original name for IVs. It's why only in Generation 2, it is the only generation where the thinking line of if you breed a shiny, you have a higher chance to get a shiny from it applies. Because it was determined by IVs, which breeding in Generation 2, like, believe passed down IVs that way. Because basically, a Pokemon's personality value was tied to its IV, so actually gender was actually tied to IVs. It's why I believe it was impossible to get a shiny female starter back in Gen 2 because of the way the IVs worked out for determining a male and a female Pokemon. Or it was like you couldn't get a male shiny from a female starter. Like, there was something about there's an incompatibility between female starter or female, well, any Pokemon that has a 7-to-1 gender ratio in shyness. I can't remember what the exact, like, thing is. Wait, you look a little different. Nope, you're purple. Dang it. Because, yeah, back in Generation 2 it was Ivies, which is why you could bring in a Pokemon from Generation 1 and then check it in Gen 2. Shinies in Gen 2 were based off Ivies, meaning Shiny Charizard will always be weaker than non-Shiny Charizard. Interesting. Maybe that's what it was? I don't know. But, like, there's so many fascinating things about the way it was they actually used to code the Pokemon games. And once... It's kind of a miracle that Gen 1 even works when you consider, like, all the issues. Shiny had to have a 30 IV. Well, at level 50... Well, then again, I think back then they just did everything level 100. But at level 50, the difference between a 30 IV and a 31 IV actually does not exist. Yeah, at level 50, if a Pokemon has, say, a 0 IV or a 1 IV, there is no difference. But if it's a 2 and a 3, those are the same. So basically, it is it's basically an even number and then the number 1 above it. Those have no difference at level 50. It's why I'm looking for either a 0 speed or a 1 speed on my eventual Ursaluna. And then for Monkey Dory, going for a 0 attack or a 1 attack. Because it doesn't matter which one it is, at level 50, they're identical. So it at least doubles my theoretical odds of getting that one, because I've been resetting for that Monkey Dory. That's where that actual pin on my map is. That's why you see, like, the little flag mark. That's Monkey Dory. So I can just basically fly straight to Monkey Dory after getting the Poison Catch Power Sandwich. Because I don't want to use a Master... I'm not going to use a Master Ball on it, because I don't want to use it. Also, Gen 2 legit at last minute changes. Gen 2 is a freaking coding nightmare. Like, Gen 2, we have to thank Satoru Iwata for that. Satoru Iwata was an absolute legend. It's for the 0 attack IV, 0 speed IV Blood Moon Ursaluna. But Omar, only, like, super competitive people are gonna be the ones that are gonna be going for that Ursaluna hunt. You know, most people are not gonna do that because it's way too annoying. It is way too annoying for too little actual gain for most people. Again, unless you're doing competitive, it is completely irrelevant. If you're just going for dex completion, there's no reason to hunt for that. Yeah, that's a plan. Shiny Hunters... Yeah, I'm a Shiny Hunter, not a competitive hunter. Yes. I'm both. I'm a bit more of a competitive end of things than shiny hunting. But I enjoy both. Wow. I enjoy both when they do not turn into my shiny Ho-Oh hunt. Oh, that hunt. The shiny Ho-Oh hunt has legitimately traumatized me. That is a hunt that I don't think... I'm just glad it's over. It was the right call to just do that hunt off screen and finish it. Because we stopped streaming that hunt around, I think it was like 500 something encounters, like maybe 550 encounters. And then I went up to like almost 700 encounters off screen. That was the thing. Why do you hate Shiny Golduck? Do you keep getting Shiny Golduck, or can you not find Shiny Golduck? Because, we've found a few Shiny Golduck. Well, a few members of the Golduck family. It could have been good. Well, Golduck was from Generation 1. Which means its shiny was determined by the Shiny Color Palette algorithm, so it wasn't custom designed. It could have been gold. Well, again, it wasn't custom designed. Which I will say, I think that when shinies are custom designed, it really does take a lot out of, like, the appeal of it. I don't think they've ever changed any shinies. Because the devs don't realistically care much about shinies in the sense of what the shinies look like. But what shinies did they change? When I mean, like, change, I mean not changing the actual color palette system. That's the reason why the Charizard shiny changes, as well as, what's its name? Smeargle. The shiny Charizard and the Smeargles, they switched color palettes because they did change, like, the coloring system of the Pokemon games. That's not they went and they wanted to deliberately change it, they just shifted the color palette system. Because they didn't have that many colors available back in Generation 2. And they needed to expand the amount of colors for the newer games. Our Charizard was made because people had a black Charizard. I don't think that was a thing. That's not the case. Yeah, the shiny Charizard cards only came out, like, in the more modern days. There were not any shiny black Charizard cards back in Gen 1. Like, Gen 1, Gen 2 area. They just changed the color palette system. That's the reason why Smeargle changed. Because I believe it is regular Smeargle's tail used to be red. And the shiny, its tail was green. But then they changed the actual color palette system, and then the green one became the normal one, and the red one became the shiny one. Because of the weird things. Shining Charizard. That's in Shadow. That's not Charizard being black Charizard. That is a Charizard being completely in Shadow because the tail is black. Like, the flame is black. It is in Shadow. Because if it was a shiny Charizard, the fire on the tail would not be basically blacked out. But that's not black Charizard. It's just a Shadow. That's not the same thing. It's like with the people saying that the people in Legends Arceus are the ancestors of other characters. It's simply not the case. I mean, everyone has a valid reason for hating the shinies. But that's not the origin of the black shiny Charizard. That's just applying something to something that is not the case. That one looks different. Hello there, Lionheart Plays. How are you doing? You know, the shiny Charizard changed because the color palette system changed. Not because of that card. Because that Charizard is entirely in Shadow. That's why it looks black. It looks like it's stars. What's that? Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of shinies I personally don't care for, but I mean, granted, I have a general indifference to most shinies. Like, there's very few shinies I will actively, like, dislike. And most of it's because, like, the color makes me uncomfortable. Like, the very pale yellow shinies make me a little uncomfortable. But how are you doing, Mr. Lionheart? Hope you are doing very well. Gonna be doing, it's a Charizard that is completely in Shadow. That is not the same thing, Ahsoka. It is very different. Because if it was a black Charizard, the tail would be lit on fire, and the tail flame would be very clear, very distinct. The fact that the tail flame is also the same color black as the rest of the body shows it's not a black Charizard. It's a Charizard that is completely covered in shadow. This is YouTube, not Twitter. I mean, it's not really an argument so much as it is just demonstrably incorrect assumptions. There's one thing that I cannot deny more than that is demonstrably incorrect information. But how are you doing, Lionheart? Hope you are doing well. Let's see, come on, where's our shiny? Come on, Shiny Slugma, stop being so scared. Shiny Slugma scared. Yeah, it's like, that's... Remember, there's also, like, the Delta species. Pokemon cards have always done their own thing. That doesn't mean they actually affect the actual games. Remember, there was, like, the Delta species, which are the alternate type things. There was the, the Shadow Pokemon before even they had, like, Shadow Pokemon in X Yellow Darkness, Coliseum. The cards have always done their own thing, and they've never been really influenced in they've never influenced the mainline games, and the mainline games have never really been influenced by them. You're not shiny, are you? No, you're not. No. Dang. We're alone hunting 4 different Pokemon at once by breeding. We've actually done that, Commander Stars. I like the idea. However, in practice, it has backfired. Because I was hunting 5 Pokemon via Masuda method simultaneously. And I got an extra shiny Chespin that I did not need. You can see how the correlation... Well, yes, correlation does not mean causation. And even then, it could be a purple Charizard. It could just be the way it was printed. Correlation does not mean causation. It's like, again, it's not how it works, Ahsoka. That's not really how stuff happens. And the actual Gen 2. I know! Gen 2 Shiny Charizard was purple. I preferred Gen 2 Shiny Charizard being purple. I prefer Purple Zard. I preferred Ridley Charizard. But that's not why the color of the shiny was changed. It's an incorrect assumption to assume that's why it was changed. Shiny Gyarados. And you cannot tell me Shiny Gyarados is absolute red. I would say it probably is. Remember, again, color palette algorithm. The way that they did shinies back in Gen 2 was just shiny increased by 1. Yeah, literally the entire reason shinies exist is because they could add color in Gen 2, and they thought it would be neat if they just had Pokemon that were alternate colored, and then in the story they just included, yeah, let's show people these alternate colored Pokemon exist and just throw Gyarados there. They probably looked over what all of these alternate colors were, like, oh, Gyarados looks the same as Magikarp. Let's make that a story piece. You know, it's not some big giant conspiracy of they deliberately designed shiny Gyarados to be red for the Magikarp thing. Because wouldn't it make more sense for them to have done that for a new Pokemon for Generation 2? Considering it was the new game? So, like, it wouldn't have made sense, like, oh, we're gonna only do Gyarados. But it's like, why not just do, like, the new Pokemon? Yeah, you're right, its shiny is not, you know, its shiny is red, whereas Magikarp is more like orangish. Yeah. Again, they didn't deliberately color it that way. Hello, Seth. I'm doing very well. We're just looking for a shiny Slugma and shiny Litwick. Have had no luck on either end. 1 minute left, and then we just restart the thing. But it seems our luck has been cursed again. Yeah, because it is orange. It's not really red. In the same like vein as Gyarados red. Which again is like they didn't deliberately color. If they did do that, then they would have make it the same color. I mean, none of the other shiny purple mon. Well, Gyarados, again, color palette change. They changed the color scheme. There's really not many shinies that are like, there's not really many Pokemon that are like that normal shade of color. But even then, even when Pokemon share a similar natural color base, look at the Gabite and Gibble family. Gibble and Gabite both have very distinct shinies, and even though their color scheme is basically identical to Garchomp, because of some other differences in the colors, it's an entirely different shiny color palette it goes from. You know, it isn't that the shinies were deliberately selected for things, because again, then you wouldn't have had, you know, things like, say, Garchomp be the bland shiny it is. You know, for every one instance of something that looks, you know, hyper-specifically done, there's, you know, 20 or so examples of Pokemon that it just doesn't really hold up for. Goldengo was only shiny unlocked for a specific raid event. It was the Gimmighoul raid event, like, 2 months ago, I think is when it was. That was when you could get shiny Gimmighoul. Other than that, in-game it is locked. So, like, the interactable ones are locked. See, there's a lot of shinies that I think they deliberately did not change all that much, specifically to not have, like, oh, we're gonna make every shiny better than the others. Like, better than, like, the base color scheme, which makes sense. You know, I'm very much of the opinion of, like, don't make the base design of Pokemon worse just so a shiny can look better. And I think that's what, like, they're doing with, like, things like Goldengo, where they're deliberately not making good shinies, quote-unquote, for, like, these high-profile Pokemon, so, like, they don't get accused of, like, you're only making, like, the regular Pokemon look bad, so the shinies look pop more. I wonder if that included breeding. I don't think you can breed for it. I believe it was only accessible via... I believe the shiny was only accessible via the raid events. Can you even breed for Gimmighoul? Can Gimmighoul even breed? I wouldn't be surprised if it can. Gimmighoul cannot breed. Goldengo cannot breed. Yeah, you can't Masuda hunt for Gimmighoul or Goldengo. They simply cannot breed. Yeah, it was only shiny locked during... It was only shiny unlocked during the raid event. Everything other than that, it is shiny locked. Unless you... Well, then again, is it available? Shiny Goldengo is not available in... well, Gimmighoul is not available in Go, is it? It's not available in Go, right? But yeah, no, you could get shiny Goldengo. I actually have 2 shiny Gimmighoul, which we got from the Gimmighoul raid event. But other than that, I don't think you can get one. Is shiny Gimmighoul available in Go? And that's the question, is the shiny available? Because if so, then you can catch a shiny in Go and then trade it into the main games. But if the shiny is not available... I think like the eyes are just like slightly different. Yeah, it's slightly more pale. Like normally Gimmighoul's like like a dull gray, but shiny Gimmighoul is like silver. Me and my cousin. Yeah, I don't think shiny Gimmighoul is in Go. Yeah, the only way to have gotten shiny Gimmighoul was... Well, the only... shiny Goldengo was from the Gimmighoul raid event they did in Scarlet Violet a few months ago. Which, that raid sucked. Those events were garbage. It was a really good idea, but really, really horribly executed. Because it was an interesting idea, but the problem was how massively low the odds were for the Gimmighoul being shiny. It was actually worse than normal full odds, which I get why they didn't have it be like the 2% shiny odds that the raid events back in Sword and Shield were at, because that's ridiculous. But definitely not making it full odds is what they should have, and they shouldn't have made it 1 in like 4,000. I believe like 4,035, I think is what it is, or like 4,135, I think is what the odds were, or 101. Basically, it was worse than full odds shiny hunting normally, and it is such a nearly indistinguishable shiny, and it doesn't do the shiny sparkle effect when the raids are than the shiny one. So it was almost impossible to get. Well, not impossible to notice. That's why I'm lucky I had 2 friends that both had shiny Gimmighoul raids. I mean, I do it 4 hours today, and I am really tired. Sounds like you need to go and rest. That is a very well-earned rest right there, random. Not sure how much longer we're actually going to be going live for. I will indeed wish you luck. Gligar is a Scarlet exclusive, yes. I actually wouldn't even know where that is. You know, I guess that this is going to turn into a different, bit longer form hunt. But who knows? We'll deal with it at some point. We'll deal with it. We got stuff. We got plans. Yeah, I mean, hopefully we'll get more shinies. I have noticed our shiny encounter, like our shiny luck, has like slowed down a little bit. Because we would average like 3-4 shinies a day. Now it's like we get 1 every 2 streams. But then again, that's what happens when you don't do outbreaks. I couldn't see it. I was like, wait, is that a shiny Slugma? I was like, no, it's a Litwick. We pretty much stream every day at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And unless, like, something catastrophic happens, or, like, unless it's a Sunday, because on Sundays we go over to my grandmother's house around that time, and then we stream at 8:30 p.m. Pretty much every day it is going to be 2:30 p.m. in the afternoon, unless it is Sunday, which, probably 8:30 at night is when we do that. And then the video schedule is 8:30 p.m. is when the video goes, when the videos go up, because we have uploaded recorded content. And then Sunday, it's of course 2:30 is when the video goes up, and then the stream goes at 8:30. So it's 2:30 p.m. is basically the rough time for when we go live for everything. Thoughts on frogs? They are interesting. I don't really have, like, super duper strong opinions on, like, anything that isn't dinosaurs, I will be real. Because everyone loves dinosaurs. Dinosaurs are awesome. We are big fans of dinosaurs. Greninja likes frogs. I never would have guessed that. That is truly a surprise right there. Opinions on chickens, then. I mean, they evolved from dinosaurs, so it's like... I mean, pretty cool. Which brings me to one of my favorite jokes that I made to a friend a few weeks ago, and I will always restate it. Because dinosaurs evolved into birds, that means dinosaur chicken nuggets are actually probably what dinosaurs tasted like. So dinosaur meat probably did taste like chicken. That was a food source, though, but just chickens in general. I don't know, they're a little cocky for me. Because we actually have someone who owns chickens a few, like a block or so away. And every couple of days, I can hear the thing, like, doing whatever the rooster call, whatever it does. And it wakes me up, and I'm just like, can someone turn that bird into fried chicken already? They don't, but... Bird. Why are dinosaurs raptor if ever again was a pterodactyl? Yep, pterodactyls were not dinosaurs. Pterosaurs and pliosaurs, which are the basically the aquatic reptiles, those are not dinosaurs. They're the pterosaurs and the pliosaurs and the dinosaurs. Also, crocodiles are not dinosaurs. Crocodilians are their own separate thing. You are lucky I am no longer a Spinosaurus. You'd be dead for that comment. A few million years ago, you'd be done. Well, Spinosaurs didn't really come on land, apparently. They were aquatic dwellers. They hunted in the water. Also, Spinosaur's arms were backwards. Yeah, the Spinosaur's arms basically went like this. Or like this. They didn't have their arms held down like that, like the way we normally imagine. It's like their arms were basically like out in front of them. It's like the Spinosaurus. Like, for those of even mildly interested in dinosaurs, the Spinosaurus is like a freaking cluster of just all the weird stuff that it's gone through, like how the reason on what those Spinosaurus actually look like what we think of it and how it looks from Jurassic Park, that is not how it actually looks. Well, that's not how most of them look, but I mean, the arms were not like that, the posture was not like nothing was like the sail probably was like that, but everything else probably wrong. Spinosaurus T-Rex. I would firmly disagree. The least believable thing about Jurassic Park 3 isn't that they would bring the dinosaurs back to life. The least believable thing about that movie is that the Spinosaurus would get back up after the T-Rex took a bite out of its neck. Remember, T-Rex, strongest bite force of anything in the world. Chomping right down on the neck. You're not getting up from that. It's like, it's not a question of can you get the hit in first on the T-Rex. It's a question of how quickly does the T-Rex get to that soft neck and just crushes it. For those who don't know, I did used to want to be a paleontologist when I was younger. I did want to literally be Dr. Alan Grant and just go out and just look for dinosaur bones. Again, everyone loves dinosaurs. They're awesome. And what if it's only Impodim? Impodim. Damn, now the DM's beautiful. Hello there, Goat. How are you doing? Was your DM about the T-Rex? I was like, what the heck is goose duck? I have no idea what that is, Goat. But how are you doing, Goat? Fellow connoisseur of Generation 5. I've never played Among Us, so I have no frame of reference. Meadow won't play GDD. He doesn't play normal Among Us. Thank you, Roost. Thank you. Honestly, that meteor should have hit Saturn. I mean, if the meteor had hit Saturn, not Earth, we wouldn't exist. I actually had to write an entire paper on the dinosaur extinction meteor when I was in college. Because I am a rock nerd. You know, I may not study dinosaur bones, but I do study rocks. And for one of my classes, we actually did need to write a paper on the meteor that killed the dinosaurs. Not fun, because I had to write that on my birthday, and I was literally up all night writing that thing. Here's the deal, man. Play Goose Goose Duck once, and I'll leave you be. That's like it. I'm gonna have to disagree on that, Goat. I'm gonna have to say no. I don't play on principle. Earth would have rings like Saturn. That would be sick. I don't know. That would be... Knowing humans, we would just mine those rings until they were gone. Wait. Oh no, it's just a rock. I thought it was a shiny slug. I was like, nope, it's just a rock. Where is the slug, Mom? Chimecho, go home to Phantom Bass. Chimecho. No one but Phantom Bass wants you. You are literally one of the most forgettable things in existence. And that is saying something. Ever since Stantler got an evolution, it is no longer as forgettable. Because everyone laughs at Weird Ear. Was it the same? Oh no, it's okay. See, random human. That is what, like, caps are for. Like, that is an understandable usage of caps. That is completely fine. It's just when it's, like, constant caps of, like, everything else that doesn't need to be caps is when it's a problem. Was it the same rock? Explain why we wouldn't exist, because I'm not even yet. Basically, the reason why mammals developed is because the dinosaurs were extinct, and had the dinosaurs still existed, they would have eaten the mammals quite literally for breakfast. It was only, like, because the dinosaurs were extinct, and because of this, like, the complete collapse of, like, literally the environment that was the post-impact of the dinosaur-killing meteor, that mammals were able to evolve and diversify. Like, without that, we would not exist because the dinosaurs would still have, like, existed. Though there is a hypothesis that actually, like, dinosaurs would have, like, evolved into humanoid-like things, like, basically, like, the lizard people from all those alien conspiracy theories, where, like, it's the reptilians that are like, there's actually, like, there is a possibility that could have happened, where, like, literally, like, lizard men. Which is terrifying. Dinosaurs were simply better than us in every way. Yeah, exactly. You are exactly correct on that, Roast. I mean, it's like, all you gotta say is about dinosaurs. It took a space rock crashing to Earth to take them out. It took literal... It took something from beyond this world to eliminate dinosaurs. That is how awesome they were. They were too powerful. Dinosaurs too OP. Well, the thing is, dinosaurs were not cold-blooded. That is something that has actually changed in modern studies of dinosaurs. They were not warm-blooded, but they also weren't cold-blooded. They had, like, some ways of regulating their own temperatures. And they were not entirely dependent on the environment for their heat. It's like they actually really... There's been like a lot of just development with science of the dinosaurs. It's like it's fascinating. Again, dinosaurs. It's fascinating. I can and have literally listened to dinosaur like documentaries on replay for hours because it's fascinating. Also, yes, they did have feathers. Like, I'll be real. I know a T-Rex with feathers is scientifically accurate. However, I raise you and I don't care because Rexy is the way I will always imagine a T-Rex from Jurassic Park. Like, Rexy, the T-Rex, in Jurassic Park, that is a T-Rex. I don't care if the real T-Rex had feathers. That is a T-Rex. That is the only T-Rex I will accept. Raptors, you can do whatever the heck you want with the Raptors. But Rexy is T-Rex. Though, my favorite dinosaur is not actually the T-Rex. True fans, the long-time viewers, will know what my actual favorite dinosaur is. The true heroes will know. It's the Allosaurus. Whatever Godzilla. Godzilla is actually not a dinosaur. Well, Godzilla is not actually based on a specific dinosaur. It's based on a conglomeration of dinosaurs. But I believe there actually is a dinosaur that was named after Godzilla. But yes, my favorite dinosaur is the Allosaurus. Yeah. Most kids, when they were younger, they had like a stuffed teddy bear or something like that. Me? I had a stuffed Allosaurus. Best dino. The almighty chair. Any advice? Triceratops was always a low-key favorite. Interesting. Sin. Well, so, have you ever played Fossil Fighters, then? Because I have a feeling you would enjoy Fossil Fighters. It is a game all about dinosaurs. You can catch, battle, and train dinosaurs. Controller drift. I raise you and I don't care, Roost, because it's funny. The controller drift is legitimately funny, but also this is like the bonked controller. Like, all of my controllers have Joy-Con drift. And there's also a Pro controller, by the way. The only controllers of mine that do not have any drift are the pristine controllers I have never used and keep locked away in the nightstand, specifically for when I need Let's Plays with extreme precision. I only will use, I will only be using those for things like Skyward Sword, for motion and gyro required things. Because I do not want them to start Joy-Con drifting. Maximo Dorifto. Yeah. I have a... Same thing with the new Pro controller I have. The Turbo controller. That one I am only using unless absolutely necessary. Because, I have this and I have the wireless gyro controller that... They're perfectly serviceable for 99.9% of what I do. I don't need, yes, the drift is a little annoying, at times when I'm playing, but unless I'm doing something like After Alterna in Splatoon, I don't really need super duper ultra precision. If I'm doing turn-based Pokemon, I don't need ultra precision. I can use the Bonk controller. Hello, Archer. How are you doing? I haven't played it though. I've been using this one. The ditto, the breeds from the egg. What were the 4 Pokemon you were using, Commander Stars? And was one of them, like, female? Because if so, that could be why the thing was a little bonked. I'm doing okay. Haven't had any luck today with our shiny hunting. So there is that. But, I mean, today's doing pretty good. Today's been a pretty decently good day. Later I'm gonna need to go and really go through the rest of the EBL matchups today and start putting together plays of the week for week 4 because I am hosting plays of the week for the Elite Battle League. And my match is going to be going up later today, about 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so in about 4.5 hours is going to go up, which is going to be great. I think you guys are going to like this week. Next week, we go Timmy B. We face down the person with the unambiguously most terrifying team in the league. Well, most terrifying that is not my own team. Little, as egotistical as that says. It is, I think it is the most terrifying that is not mine. Watch out, Shiny Hunt. Because the Poltergeist Shiny Hunt is cursed, and I'm taking a little bit of a break from it, because it was kind of stressing me out hunting Poltergeist and just not getting the shiny. So we're taking a little bit of a break from it. We've done this historically with shiny hunts. Jube, I believe. I'm sorry if I pronounced the name wrong, but we've done this a bit historically with other shiny hunts, where if it goes on for, like, too long, and we do not get, like, the shiny, we take a bit of a break from it, and then we resume it at a later date, you know. Not, you know, like, 3 months later, but, like, you know, maybe within a week or so. Just take a little bit of a break from it. If we get any Geodude from this outbreak. Sure, I can help you evolve it. I'm always happy to help. Yeah, I'm always happy to do that. I like if you reset Picnic near a Pokemon that's a Terrastalized enough times, it actually just removes the whole Terrastalized sparkles on it. But yeah, we are going to be resuming shiny hunting Poltergeist eventually. It's just for right now, I want to take a little bit of a break from it. And then we're going to be hunting it again, you know, in some point. You know, when the game decides to stop being cursed, we will be hunting it. You can't be the only Oraf Soul Link member to lose to Timmy. You can't be the only Link member to lose to Timmy. He does have a solid team, though, doing the EVL kind of. Yeah, I have a plan for Timmy. Hello there, Sanders, but yeah, I'm glad you've been loving it. I've got a plan for Timmy. I know a lot of people have, like, people have been afraid of Timmy's team and my team, so it's going to be very interesting to see what happens when, like, our two teams go head-to-head. Because I would say, and then this is something that Pidge himself commented on in, like, the weekly roundups or, like, predictions, is that, like, the top 3 teams are me, Sly, and Timmy. With, like, I think it was Pidge said, like, mine was number 1, Sly's was 3rd, and Timmy's was 2nd, so it's like the top 2 of them going against each other. It's like, that's gonna be fun. Applin female, Chandelure female, Vulpix male, Japanese ditto. Okay. It could be the Trevenant is in the same egg group as either the Chandelure or the Applin, and that is why you were only getting 3 different egg species. Because of the compatibility with that. Sly had me roll in that weekly Destiny. That was amazing. Like, the only reason Sly's Destiny Bond strategy did not make it into Plays of the Week was because he Destiny Bonded something that was not the restricted, and he talked up the whole thing. It was like, you talked up the whole Destiny Bond thing, and all you did was take down Incineroar. Impressive. But, that's not a Solgaleo. If he hit him with Parasong, would have laughed for weeks. I mean, he did run a Perish Trap Azumarill last season. Freaking, like, Sly Guy. He is definitely an outside-the-box thing. You know, Perish Trap Whirlpool Azumarill. Destiny Bond Aegis Slash. Substitute Endeavor Mamoswine. He's definitely got, like, some tech there. However, this season, my team will not fall for the same shenanigans. But I have some ideas for my plan against Timmy, and I think Timmy is going to be my hardest match of the entire season, because I honestly think of my opponents I've had this season, I had the 3 most dangerous opponents of, like, anyone in the league, because Pidge is the best strategist. Game Reviews is a wild card incarnate. He is incredibly unpredictable. And Timmy is tenacious. So it was like 3 very, very dangerous opponents. Nice! Shiny Murkrow! It's all good. All good, random. We do indeed love a Shiny Murkrow. I believe Shiny Murkrow is the shiny we have gotten the 3rd most of in this game. First most is Shiny Deerling. We've gotten 13 of those freaking stupid things. Second is Shiny Oinkologne, and, well, the Lechonk family. We've gotten, I think, like 7 or 8 of them in total. And then we've gotten, what, I think, like 5 Shiny Murkrow? We got a lot of them. We have gotten a lot of them. The mental side of Perish Song and Destiny Bond for him. Yeah, is like, oh, it's. See, that is what we call a berserk button. Like, Timmy's reaction to the Destiny Bond was just absolutely priceless. It was like, you Destiny, you Kaizo Ironmon Cheese Lord. It was like, that was absolutely fantastic. When I'm probably not going to have, like, the same kind of shenanigans as Sly does when it comes to my battles against Timmy. But I've got plans for Timmy. I have a number of plans for Timmy. Yeah, I'm very happy with how this season of the EVL has been shaping up. That there has... My biggest worry this season when I saw, okay, these are the teams, these are the brackets, and these are, you know, this is the brackets, this is who's going to be going up against who, and these are the draft teams. My big worry was that things were going to be like, okay, these people are going to go 4-1, these people are going to go 5-0, and then, you know, it's going to be a lot of, like, stuff there for the playoffs. And it's like, absolutely none of that happened. You know, none of what I was predicting would happen actually happened. Like, that is good. I am always happy when things I predict in battle leagues do not go the way I expect them to, because that's always more fun. Like, there's been a lot going on with this season. It's been absolutely amazing. It was priceless. I would laugh if someone, you know, prepared song. First turn, it would be switched out, but then just, like, yeah, I mean, I think the only issue with something like a Parasong lead out is that it's basically a free switch. And I don't think Gothitelle gets Perish Song. So he couldn't do Perish Trap Gothitelle. And I think even if he did, he has a number of Pokemon that do get, like, switch-out moves. Or things that could actually, you know, take Gothitelle out before Perish Trap even goes off. And that's one of the reasons why he really had the Azumarill last season for that. I do have that notebook. Like, I've got the notebook. The almighty notebook. This notebook is the source of my power. The unstoppable notebook. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I thoroughly look forward to seeing what happens with me and Sly. Me and Timmy. It's gonna be fun. I guess we can hatch a couple of eggs. We're probably gonna be ending off in like maybe a few minutes, but this was fun. I've enjoyed this. But yeah, I'm gonna get to planning a bit for my team. I need to go gather a whole bunch of more of the EV reduction berries. But yeah, it's been good. It's been very fun. Yeah, I've noticed consistently there is one effort value reduction berry that I use more than literally everything else. You know, there's one particular effort value berry. That I use the absolute most. Alright, so... yeah, I want to try and work on, like, some of these eggs. I'm probably going to work on a bit of these off-screen, because I honestly think that Fungus is one I'm going to Masuda breed for. Because it's kind of... grating, you could say. The imposter has been stressing me out. So we're just gonna run around for a little bit. Yeah, I do have the almighty notebook to take on Timmy. The almighty notebook that defeated Pidge. Yeah, there's definitely been like some great teams this season. Going into Scarlet Violet, it's gonna be more... Scarlet Violet is going to be an interesting matchups for everyone, because without Dynamaxing, a lot of Pokemon are... there's a lot of Pokemon that are very strong in a non-Dynamax format, and there's also a lot of them that are actually like only strong in a Dynamax format. So, not having Dynamaxing as a crutch to sort of prop them up is going to be interesting. It's gonna be fun. Wackly. And the other thing is, like, with no legacy moves existing anymore, that's gonna really be a problem for a bunch of Pokemon. Because there are some Pokemon that, like, are not exclusively good because of legacy moves, but there's definitely some Pokemon that are, you know, pretty... you know, they're big because of legacy moves. Nope, David, no shinies. You know, there's some Pokemon that are, you know, primarily great because of legacy moves, and then without the legacy moves, they kind of have a lot of problems. So, it'll be interesting seeing that. You know, just like what the changes are, and then, you know, the whole Terrastallize everything is going to be just big. Nice, getting the whole Murkrow family. VGC Bird. We are big fans of Murkrow. Very nice. Let's see, who we gonna raid? Who are we gonna raid? Who are we gonna raid? Also, Mudkip. If you are here, get ready for some Splatoon 3 afterwards. if you have that, get ready for some Splatoon. Because I would like to do some more salmon run. Unless you're busy and you cannot do the running of the fish anymore. No more running of the fish. Nope, no seems no. It seems... Yeah, no, it seems like that was not a lot of people doing that. I guess we can go raid. Let's go for them. I guess that's what we're gonna go raid. Alright, that's the finishing of that box. I'll go there. Yeah, we'll go raid them, but see, they are not back. Yeah, they're stepping out for a sec. So how long have they gone? How long have they gone for? No, a few minutes. Okay. I guess we can get into hatching eggs for a little bit. We can keep hatching. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do a little bit of shiny hunting off screen, depending. But we'll need to go figure that out at some point. Oh, I guess I could hunt for Duskull over here, separate from the others. Alright. That's a play. That's a plan. We'll figure out future hunts. Pichu! Oni Mountain. No, yeah. But yeah, we're just gonna be hatching some eggs right now. Nice Greninja, Shiny Sandshrew. I love the bright green of Shiny Sandshrew. I like the bright green. Thank you. Meow. Oh wow, the Boomer is gonna be shiny hunting Yanma. The Boomer. It's not done that. Ooh. Zed's gonna be on for the ghost type soon. Fun. I look forward to that. Yeah, then Fall Guys again now. So where did you find Sandshrew? I don't think I've seen Sandshrew. I've seen, I think, like Sandslash. But I don't think I've seen Sandshrew. Okay. I guess we'll have to go look there again. Well, we'll figure that out at some point. We'll figure that out at some point. Yeah, I got plans. I got ideas. Yeah, Greninja. I think that you're going to enjoy some of the stuff that we do on the channel. Have you played any of the Metroid games? Or have you played Kirby or Pikmin? Because we do all kinds of Let's Plays blind on the channel. I think you're going to enjoy checking those out. Under the open area by festival, under 5 points with... Nice. Yeah, we do all kinds of stuff on here, so there's all kinds of games and stuff and things that we're playing. A lot of the games I've been playing blind. Pikmin is interesting. It's certainly an interesting game. We've actually been doing a Let's Play of it, so if you wanna see if you'd like what it is, you get a Let's Play of the 4th one, the newest one, on the channel. What is that? Oh, Bossly and a Salandit. Yeah, I got shiny Salazzle. I don't have a shiny Salandit. Because I actually caught my Salazzle as a shiny... I caught my shiny Salazzle as a Salazzle, because I got it in Dynamax Adventures. Which, that was fun. When you're shiny hunting Kartana, and you end up finding a shiny of a different thing, those were good times. That was indeed a good time. I was very, very pleased with that. I don't care if Echo says it was the coward's way of getting shiny Salazzle. I don't care. I would prefer to have my sanity intact. So I had to shiny it for Vespiquen. So I needed to go and get that shiny by going for the female one, because the same gender ratio for the Combi family as it is for getting shiny Salazzle. Well, shiny Salandit. Shiny female Salandit. It's like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that. I got it via down. I got it actually before Scarlet was even out. I got it like I got it in March. Yes, I got it in March of last year, so a year and a half ago. But yes, this I think is gonna be one of our last sets of eggs, and then we're gonna go on a raid. That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun. Yes, 2 more. I also just realized my headset's on backwards. Do you like Shiny Authentic? A Shiny Authentic Sinistea or a Pokemon like... I do not have Shiny Authentic Sinistea. We actually were going to do a Shiny Hunt for Shiny Authentic Sinistea if we hit... That's not shiny, is it? That's not shiny, is it? You know it's pink. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna be shiny it. Yeah, no, we were actually gonna do a shiny Authentic Sinistea hunt, but we ended up not hitting the goal by then, so we didn't do it. Yeah, it was if we hit that by the time Tears of the Kingdom came out. It was fun. But yeah, we're gonna go. Alright, so that is all. Last egg of the day. No shiny Quaxley. Let's go raid shiny Shuriken. Doing a little bit of shiny hunting, a little bit of battling. We'll see you guys then. I will see you guys next time. Have a wonderful day. And see you tomorrow. Come on, thing. Load. Come on, Nightbot. There we go. See you guys tomorrow.